we're going to discuss these, and what we're going to discuss goes against the grain of what we've been taught, but nevertheless, from your own visual observations, you will see that this is true. So this is William Turner, and we see his understanding of perspective, how he used it in art. We look at the sun, we see the sun and the reflection of the sun in the water. Look at the boats, the reflection of the boats is always underneath the boat. But also, we see the moon and its reflection in the same water, on the same surface. You see, this is the sun and the moon and the reflection in the same visual frame of reference. Look at the reflections. You see, this tells us William Turner understood the earth to be flat, because this is only possible on a flat plane. So, let's analyze this. You see, from William Turner's perspective, if the sun is 150 million kilometers back and the moon is 400,000 kilometers back, you have two objects. How can two objects at those distances reflect on the surface you are standing on, if that surface is a ball? And yet, like the ship, its reflection is directly below the ship. How can the same apply to the sun and the moon if they are those far distances away from you and William Turner standing on a ball? You see, the reflections are always underneath the object, no matter how high they are from the surface or how far away they are from the surface. This is a simple 3D perspective thing. Reflections and objects on the horizon, no matter how far they are away, always reflect directly what is above it. So if the earth was a ball, this cannot apply. It doesn't matter what your angle is to that surface. Reflection stays the same. That's because that surface is flat. It has to be. That's how the human eye works. You see, the sunlight reflects in straight lines, and we're going to prove this just now. So what happens is the sunlight reflects into your eye. Right? We know that in this process that the image is upside down, and that your brain flips the image the right way around. And the light is traveling in a straight line. Because if the light was bent, these objects will be in different positions on the horizon and all around you. The light has to travel in a straight line. And if the earth is flat, it all makes sense. This cannot happen on a ball. So as you raise your eye level and you raise your position up and you're looking down now on that same scene, the objects don't change their position. Their position remains in the same relative position from your perspective. You see, that was a ball. If the earth was a ball, these things and objects in the distance would continue to change. It would be a total disaster. You wouldn't see things in their right position. Light has to travel in a straight line. So, if the sun is 150 million kilometers away and the moon is at a different angle at 400,000 kilometers, how can William Turner see the reflection of the sun and the moon and the ship all in the same image, and the reflection is underneath the sun and moon, and the reflections are all in perspective? Cannot happen on a ball. This ocean has to be flat for this to happen. Now, if both your light sources are behind the horizon, how can the light from those objects reflect on the earth? On this side, the light cannot bend around the ball. So William Turner, in his own way, he understood the earth was flat and he showed it in his paintings. Today people will say, well, you're an idiot if you believe the earth is flat. Well, there are many talented, intelligent people who knew and who know today that the earth is flat. We are living in a lie, an illusion.